Today's passage is from John chapter 13, verses 21 through 38. And we're joining the scene where Jesus is with his disciples the night of his betrayal. After saying this, Jesus was troubled in spirit and declared, "Very truly I tell you, one of you will betray me." The disciples looked at one another, uncertain of whom he was speaking. One of his disciples, the one whom Jesus loved, was reclining next to him. Simon Peter therefore motioned to him to ask Jesus of whom he was speaking. So while reclining next to Jesus, he asked him, "Lord, who is it?" Jesus answered, "It is the one to whom I give this piece of bread when I have dipped it in the dish." So when he had dipped the piece of bread, he gave it to Judas, son of Simon Iscariot. After he received the piece of bread, Satan entered into him. Jesus said to him, "Do quickly what you are going to do." Now, no one at the table knew why he said this to him. Some thought that because Judas had the common purse, Jesus was telling him, "Buy what we need for the festival," or that he should give something to the poor. So, after receiving the piece of bread, he immediately went out, and it was night. When he had gone out, Jesus said, "Now the Son of Man has been glorified, and God has been glorified in him. If God has been glorified in him, God will also glorify him in himself, and will glorify him at once. Little children, I am with you only a little longer. You will look for me, and as I said to the Jews, so now I say to you, where I am going, you cannot come. I give you a new commandment, that you love one another. Just as I have loved you, you also should love one another. By this everyone will know that you are my disciples, if you have love for one another." Simon Peter said to him, "Lord, where are you going?" Jesus answered, "Where I am going, you cannot follow me now, but you will follow me afterward." Peter said to him, "Lord, why can I not follow you now? I will lay down my life for you." Jesus answered, "Will you lay down your life for me? Very truly I tell you, before the cock crows you will have denied me 3 times. It's a remarkable passage. I'm going to be talking about the middle of it at our Maundy Thursday service this Thursday night. But what I want to share with you today very briefly is just notice that Jesus talks about the primacy of love and how everyone will know that his disciples are his disciples by their love for one another. And the context in which he says that is after Judas has left to betray him. And before he tells Peter, "You're going to deny knowing me 3 times in one night." Think about how great and deep and wide and strong the love of Jesus is, that he can love Judas, who goes out to betray him, and he can love Peter, who will deny him. If you ever wonder if Jesus can love you, just know that if he can love Judas and Peter, he can love you more than you can imagine as well.